Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you could be here with me today. My name is Sarah and I will be your host as we learn more about the root chakra and the gemstones and crystals that are often used with this energy center. Now, I'm going to talk to you about common stones for the root chakra, but as you may remember from yesterday's video, each chakra rules over a different part of your body and different areas of your life. Yeah. So if your chakras are out of whack, then the body parts and life areas that are affected by that chakra also become imbalanced. And whenever we have blockages in the chakra system, physical and non-physical signs manifest. So that's why it's very important to study the chakras and understand how what we put into the body, what we do or don't do affects our entire energy system. However, since the root chakra is where energy is initially raised in the body, any disruption in energy flow through this powerful chakra makes it impossible to achieve balance in the remaining 6 chakras. Now, we went over this some in the previous videos, and I've listed some of the problems related to this particular chakra and a few very simple ways you can clear, charge, and balance it. It's important to heal the energy centers before physical symptoms ever develop. Yeah, this is one of the best things about energy medicine too, is you can address issues in your energy field before they manifest into physical symptoms of the body. Now, that being said, remember this is not medical or emotional advice, okay? So what you do with this information is totally up to you. I am attempting to share with you my personal experience and the experiences of others that I have witnessed over the last 15 plus years in treating people all over the world with Reiki and energy healing. Working with a spiritual teacher or energy healer can help you determine which of your chakras need balancing. And don't worry, most people have several chakras that are out of alignment, so it's not just you, okay? But by working with an energy teacher or a healer, you can then target your efforts toward the energy centers that need the most help. Yeah. So if you haven't already, please watch the previous videos, okay, to learn more about the chakra systems of the body and also specifically the root chakra. And thank you to everyone who has DM'd me and sent me emails thanking me for this series. There will be one more video after this one, which will be a root chakra meditation. So I hope you can tune in for that video. Today we're going to talk about crystals and gemstones commonly used on the root chakra. All stones and crystals possess their own meaning and vibrational energy. There are many good books out there written on stones and crystals. Plus, I also teach classes on them from time to time. And Reiki level 2 classes, we also study about stones and how to work with them. And Reiki 2 is so much fun. There's a couple of really good books that I can recommend to you. One of them I'll put up right now. I'll put a slide up so you can see it, okay? People ask me all the time to either recommend a stone to them or tell them where to begin when they start working with healing gemstones and crystals. This is my one piece of advice if you're going to start working with crystals and gemstones. Before you use any specific crystal with the root chakra or anything on the body, I would advise that you start with KYANITE. And KYANITE comes in many colors and all of them are very effective stones. But I suggest you start with blue KYANITE before you use any other stones at all. KYANITE works to bring all the chakras into alignment and cleanse the energy around the body. And I can't stress that enough. KYANITE works to cleanse the energy around the body. KYANITE is the go-to stone at Serenity. If you've come in for a Reiki treatment, you've probably been given a piece of blue KYANITE to hold, yeah? Yeah, probably. Blue KYANITE is the most common variety of KYANITE and works well on all the chakras. It's rarely made into jewelry. We do occasionally get a few pieces of jewelry in, but mostly it's too soft and fragile to be made into jewelry. So it's sold in small pieces. It's not tumbled because of the nature of the stone. And sometimes it's called blades, buying a blade of KYANITE. Or it's not a blade as in sharp as in a knife, but that's just how it's referred to sometimes as a blade of KYANITE. So start there. Start with the blue KYANITE. And after you've used the KYANITE, it would be best to follow up then by using one or more of the stones we're going to discuss today in working with the root chakra. I've tried to be mindful when making this list of stones for the root chakra. I've tried to include common stones that are both readily available and affordable. Now, obviously, this is not going to be a comprehensive list. There's tons of stones that you can use for this particular chakra. I would suggest that you start with agate and jasper. Now, if you're pulled to say red garnet instead of red jasper, fine. Then choose the stone that resonates with you. But always be mindful the cost varies by stone, grade, and cut. But yeah, you can't judge a stone by its size either when it comes to energetic vibrational properties and energy healing of stone. And I know that's a lot to take in if you're just starting to work with gemstones. But yeah, so don't be fooled by the size of the stone. A lot of people will ask me, okay, this stone's been tumbled, this stone's been cut, and it's been put in jewelry. Is it less effective than a stone that's just rough and you would pick up in nature? And the answer, of course, is no, it's not. So, okay, some good root chakra stones to start with are, of course, agate and jasper, as I just said, black onyx, also brecciated jasper, including poppy jasper, and that's also pretty common, red garnet, yeah, hematite, red carnelian, bloodstone, pyrite, red spinel, obsidian, black tourmaline, smoky quartz, and most red, black, and gray stones. As I said, look at the stone by color and also by property. As you approach healing this chakra, what is it that you're trying to do? Are you trying to cleanse the chakra? Are you trying to activate it? Or are you trying to bring it back into balance? And by that, I mean, well, okay, for example, red carnelian. This particular stone, and you want it in the color range of light red to orange, okay? In that kind of tomato color, ripe tomato color. Red carnelian is a semi-precious stone. It's set in jewelry pretty often, but you don't see it very often because most people aren't drawn to it because it is that kind of tomato color that is not really appealing to a lot of people. The stone is just awesome though. Once you hold it or wear it, you'll be hooked on it. And it's always been historically worn for strength and courage since ancient times. So, I mean, come on, what's not to love about that? It's used to clean, it's used to do all three with the chakra. It's used to cleanse, activate, and balance the root chakra. Now see, all carnelian works to balance and stabilize all three of the lower chakras in the 7 chakra system too. So that also makes it a great stone to work with. And it aids those who have spent too much energy focusing on the higher chakras, maybe doing heart healing or trying to, connect with the third eye. Red carnelian is also thought to replenish spit energy to the root chakra itself, helping those who have recently also come out of a traumatic period by overcoming despondency and imparting stronger survival skills in the individual. So if you're coming out of perhaps a bad relationship or a horrible job experience, or you know someone that is and you want to gift them something, I would suggest red carnelian. Carnelian is also a stone of ambition too, and it helps with career drives and personal goals. People believe that it increases physical strength and bodily endurance and inspires courage in a very positive way, allowing one not only to follow through in difficult situations, but also the courage to think outside the box and finding new paths for their life. Another popular choice is red jasper. Its use is primarily to stimulate the energy center and strengthen your connection to the earth. Red jasper is cheap as chips and you can find it pretty much everywhere. It's tumbled, it's set in jewelry, it's, worry stones, so it's readily available. It promotes good health and vitality and can help with the detoxification of the body system. Now, red jasper also helps people who are in that trauma or recovering from trauma. And also some people believe it to be helpful with tissue regeneration. One way to use red jasper is to lay it on the root chakra or beside your body before going to bed at night. Obviously use caution. Don't get a sharp piece or a large piece that's going to hurt you. But yeah, a lot of people use it that way. Another really good stone to work with that is not as traditional is bloodstone. And bloodstone is a dark green stone that has red spots, almost like blood splatters on it. It's considered a semi-precious stone and it is somewhat made into jewelry. It's not all that common for jewelry, but you'll find it in sections of tumbled stones pretty readily, and it's not that expensive. It's traditionally worn to promote self-esteem and repel negativity, and it's used to cleanse and balance the chakra. Now, black tourmaline is also another traditional stone. Black tourmaline is a lot more expensive. It's considered semi-precious, but when it's set into jewelry, it's going to be high-end. And it's a very lovely stone, get me wrong. A lot of people gravitate towards it because it does make beautiful rings or pendants. It's used for spiritual grounding, and it's also good for cleansing and balancing the root chakra. If black tourmaline is too pricey for you, you might consider obsidian, which is an organic gemstone because it's actually volcanic glass, and it has been traditionally worn for protection. And if you're watching Game of Thrones, the knives that they're stabbing the White Walkers with, that is the big thing of Game of Thrones, is made from black obsidian. And traditionally, that's what the ancient people used for spears and knives. And it's also a great stone for doing all three for the root chakra: cleansing, balancing, and grounding. And as I said, it's considered to be very protective and great for eliminating negativity around you. I know that some people also wear it to protect against psychic attacks, and also use it in manifestation. Hematite would be another good choice for grounding and stabilizing the chakra. It's also cheap as chips, and lots of jewelry is made out of hematite. It is also a stone that gets dyed a lot into different colors, or gets a titanium coating to change it, and that's fine. It doesn't matter if it's been dyed bright green, it's still hematite. Smoky quartz also is a great example for a protective and healing stone that works great with the root chakra. It's known for its grounding abilities, and people that are particularly sensitive to subtle energies of stones usually gravitate towards smoky quartz and may feel it immediately when they pick it up that they're making a connection with the stone. And it's often used to heal the root chakra and any ailments of the feet, legs, hips, including restless leg syndrome. Once again, this is not medical advice. Okay. Another very popular stone used for root chakra healing is red garnet. It also works to energize all the chakras. Many people believe garnet improves circulation of all bodily fluids, especially the blood, that it purifies the blood and removes its toxins. A lot of people use it for reducing fear and worry too, and long-term use is said to increase overall awareness. It is also really good in healing sexual dysfunction, and it's a great stone for removing inhibitions and hang-ups that no longer serve one's inner growth, both mentally and physically and sexually. Garnet also stimulates the kundalini energy, and for someone that has an overactive root chakra, I would suggest that you steer away from it, okay? There's a lot of good stones out there. Like I say, I just touched on a few, and all of these stones are either red or black in color, but that's not necessarily what you have to use on the root chakra. The root chakra is considered to be red, but think about what you're trying to create here. If you're stuck in that fight or flight mode and you need courage, there are other stones that work on building courage that aren't red or black, and they're fine to use. And as I said, one solution when working with these stones is to wear them as jewelry. If that doesn't appeal to you, then you can put them in a pouch, put them in your pocket and just carry them that way, or work with them directly over the chakra. You can do this in an energy session, you can meditate with them that way, or you can even sleep that way. Just be mindful, don't hurt yourself with a sharp stone. Many people also place these stones around their home and office spaces too. I don't know if you've ever walked in somebody's house and they've had a, stone collection kind of sitting on a table or something. Just be mindful that when you start collecting stones, one, it's addictive and you'll be buying lots of them, and two, that it can really change the energy of your environment. If you're having trouble sleeping, I always ask people how many stones they have in the bedroom, so just be mindful of that. So wherever there's a blockage in the chakra system, physical or non-physical signs will manifest. So since the root chakra is where an energy, as I said before, initially rises, any disruption in the root chakra will cause problems with all 6 chakras. So that is why it's so important to begin here and work on healing this powerful energy center. So once you have decided the stone that you want, you've either gone online and bought it, or you've gone and physically picked it out. What do you do with it? The first thing you do is cleanse it. And then after you cleanse the stone, you want to charge it. And if you want to learn more about working with energetic gemstones and crystals, then perhaps you should consider taking a class from Serenity, because there's way too much information to put in a video. Or we'd be here several days. And if you would like for me to make a video on stones, please just leave a message in the comment section then. If you have questions or you're unsure on the steps to take to select and program a stone, speak with your Reiki practitioner and they can assist you or program it for you. And when we program a stone, we program it to work for you and also to highlight those particular things you want to happen, such as balance the root chakra, give you courage, help you make a decision, whatever it may be. And remember that healing crystals are spiritual support to healing. They are not prescriptions and they don't replace healthcare. Okay, so this is not meant as that, as I say in every video. Also, when working with the root chakra, it's very important to, and I didn't even do a video about this, and I'm not going to because the next video is going to be a meditation for the root chakra. But I do want to stress that the root chakra is very much influenced by our diet. Did you know that? What you consume, the foods you eat, affect all of the energy centers of the body, especially the root chakra. So it's really important to start thinking about what you're putting in your body and start eliminating some of the toxins. So as you can see, there's a vast amount of knowledge out there on this ancient healing center. One could spend a lifetime just studying the chakras. I have a class coming up that actually is going to run all month long, and I'll put a link to it here in the video if you want to go read about it. It concerns the root chakra specifically, and I'm offering 4 new videos, 4 full-length videos, which are longer than this one, a weekly call to answer your questions with me live on the phone, and it will be recorded if you miss it. Weekly meditation, a workbook, and daily affirmations, recipes, and other things to keep you focused on healing the root chakra. As I said, the class will run 4 weeks in June, and it is actually meant to be self-paced. There will be time to talk to me and talk to other people in the class, but this is designed for busy people because, let's face it, we're all busy, right? Please visit serenityreikiclinic.com if you're interested in that. I probably won't repeat this class this year because it is such a huge amount of work for me. People that have taken this class in the past report they have a lot of fun doing it, which, don't get me wrong, I have fun doing it too. But seriously, it probably won't repeat this year. I have some retreats coming up, and I'm going to be teaching at some different events this year. So if you want to take advantage of this, I suggest that you sign up now. Okay? And also, don't forget, tune in tomorrow for a quick guided meditation to work on the root chakra. Okay, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.